Sunni and Shia, they have been fighting each other for 1400 years. They hardly agree on anything, and they differ on everything, almost everything, except one thing. When you ask about the age of maturity for girls, they will tell you, doesn't matter they're Sunni or Shia, they will tell you that mature girls, the maturity for girls, actually, the age start from 9. That's the age of when Aisha and Muhammad consummated the marriage. Muhammad married Aisha when she was 6. And it's not like he was waiting for 3 years for her to be, quote unquote, to be more mature. Well, of course, we know 9-year-old can never be mature. But let's go with that for now. Uh, he did not wait for that. He wasn't waiting for that. But Aisha was sick, her hair falling. That's why he was waiting for 3 years. Anyway, back to the topic. When you type in Google, what is the age of maturity in Islam? This is what comes out. Key indicators of maturity, buluk. Buluk in Arabic, actually it means puberty. That's, that's why you see this physical signs, the appearance of pubic hair, voice change, especially for girls' menstruation. Well, menstruation is, of course, later on, not when she was 9 or 6. Um, Age-based criteria. The majority of scholars, Shafi, Hanbali, and the common view of Hanafi schools regard the competition of 15 years as the point of maturity. And this is the problem. So why the heck why did Aisha get married when she was 6 and consummated the marriage when she was 9? This is the problem. And now, if you go to the reading here, gender differences. Some schools, i.e., Jafari, consider puberty begin at 9 lunar years. Why they keep saying lunar years? Lunar years. Because lunar years is little bit shorter than the regular the the solar year. If you follow, the calendar, the regular calendar is longer than the lunar calendar. That's why they keep saying lunar calendar. And now you keep reading. It will talk about intellectual maturity, Rushd. Why they talk about this? I will show you why. Because of Surah 46, verse 15. We will see the AI first. The AI overview. Of course, AI can be wrong because we know who feed it. Depends on who feed the AI. That's what the answer gonna be. Surah Al-Aqaf, Quran chapter 46, verse 15 emphasizes kindness to parents, acknowledging the hardship of bearing and winning 30 months. It highlights reaching full maturity at 40. full maturity at 40. This is very strange. Why at 40? Because, okay, let's read the verse. Let us read the verse. Shahi International. And we have enjoined upon man to his parents good treatment. His mother carried him with hardship and gave him gave to him with hardship, and his gestation and weaning is 30 months. Until when he reaches maturity and reaches the age of 40 years. He says, my Lord, enable me to be grateful for your favor when you have bestowed upon me and upon my parents, and to work righteousness of which you will approve, and make righteous for me my offspring. Indeed, I have repented to you, and indeed I am of the Muslims. So this is, as you can see, as you can read here, until he reaches maturity and reaches the age of 40. That's why a lot of people, a lot of scholars, Muslim scholars, if you open the tafsir, they will talk about you reach maturity when you are 40. And this is the word for maturity. Um, this is the
أشده
one more time.
أشده
That's what they translate as maturity. But actually, when when you translate the word in English, that exact word, you copy it and translate it into English, that means his full strength. Ashuddahu. That is his full strength. That's why when you go down here, Yusuf Ali translated also the same. The carrying of the child to his weaning of period of 30 months. At length, when he reaches the age of full strength and attains 40 years. So that's why Yusuf Ali also translated as full strength. But if they translate as full strength, that's also stupid. I don't remember when I was 40, I was at my peak. Actually, when I was at 40 years old, I was just starting to decline. 30 was my peak. 35 was my peak, but not 40. And Muslim scholars, they also know this. I mean, they are also men, they know. If they translate it as full strength, that's stupid. So they translate it as maturity. Why? They do this because they want to fit, they want they want to change the meaning. They want to change the meaning of the not only the word but also the whole verse. So now they can say 40 years old is the time when you are mature intellectually. I hope you follow me there until, until now. Because this is like, if you don't follow me, it sounds like it's going round and round, but it's not. They're all playing games, these translators. But then, of course, when they say intellectual maturity is at the age of 40, why Aisha got married when she was 6, you ask. And then they will tell you the verse is actually only for men. That's probably what they will tell you. As you can see, Sahih al Bukhari, hadith number 5134, narrated Aisha. The Prophet married her when she was 6 years old and consummated his marriage when she was 9. That's it, plain and simple. Not anywhere close to 40. How could someone marry a girl like this? This is because scholars, or so called Muslim scholars, are so dumb. They don't know why the verse talking about 40 years old. The verse is made for Muhammad, only for Muhammad. The verse is made and sent only for Muhammad, not for anyone else. Because Muhammad was 40 years old when the first time he got the Quran, when he was visited by that jinn called Jibril, he was 40 years old. That's why he was trying to tell people that he is at the age of maturity. This is the verse is not about anyone else. So if anyone read this verse, they will get confused. And Muslim scholars trying to explain the verse, even changing the meaning of the word, it doesn't work. And again, no matter how different Sunni and Shia is or are, how many differences between them, but still, one thing they agree upon is the age of Aisha when she got married. Thank you for watching and listening. Whether you're a Sunni, a Shia, or a Christian, God bless you all. Have a nice life.